idea is essentially we've set ourselves, thank you sir, we've set ourselves a goal which is, frankly speaking, unprecedented in economic history. And I believe it has been done after a lot of cogitation on this respect. And the analogy which comes to mind when I think of this is, back in the early 60s, and in fact late 50s, when the USSR beat the US in the rocket race and launched Sputnik, there was a lot of despondency. That very term, which is very, I think it's best translated in the Urdu term 𝗪𝘓, on all of America, that the Soviets had actually beaten us in the space race. There's nothing left for us there. At that point of time, John F. Kennedy came up with a very mission which sounded extremely outlandish and impossible. I think it was back in 1961, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely the early 60s, 60 or 61, just after he took over as president. When the Soviets beat the Americans and the entire world was talking about the technological superiority of the USSR vis-a-vis the US, he said something audacious which no one was prepared for. He said, by the end of this decade, we'll put a man on the moon. And he was ridiculed in the American media for it. And it wasn't deemed possible. But the sheer force of that public pronouncement and the sheer passion and the aggression behind setting a goal for the nation as a whole got all of them together. And I still remember there were people like Wernher von Braun. He was originally a Nazi, a German scientist who built their rockets, the Saturn rockets. All of these people heard of this vision and became even more passionate and motivated than they originally were. And NASA, which until then never used to get a lot of funding, and which was never a big agency, captured the American imagination. So there are some things in life you can create or you can will by making them publicly available in the mind space of every citizen. And they may not happen otherwise.